Hello, I'm back, I guess. And yeah, I'm just gonna begin with the quick new cosmology feats slash additions to, Marvel. First off, for context, this is, Eternity, multi-eternity, as in true eternity, sending the, Defenders outside and above his own being. So if we were just talking about outside of him, we would just say like, oh, you're just going outside of eternity T, you're in the outside, you're in the level he exists in. But he then says beyond, meaning that they're probably going beyond that, and remembering the fact that when First Firmament was chained slash bound, remembering the fact that when exiled by the Eternities, First Firmament was left in the far shore, and then they went beyond. Or, my bad. The Shaper of Worlds basically saw something beyond Oblivion and the far shore. Eternity and the Eternity iterations basically ascended into that location, which you could argue is the mystery or the true outside, whatever you want to call it. But First Firmament was left behind in the far shore slash the outside. So either way, we're into a level that's way beyond regular eternity or any of the previous iterations. So basically, once they go beyond, they go into this void, basically. This doesn't look like anything we've seen before, so you could just say, like, this is a new cosmic layer in between. But whatever it is, it's beneath the beyond realm, which the Beyonder is about to take them to. Basically, the Beyonder's origins got retconned, or not even retconned, but more so given a new origin. Not a good origin, in my opinion, because they now are just creations of the Celestials, but it does narratively sort of explain things. But at the same time, it doesn't really, because Mephisto and Nightmare were able to literally fold the Beyonders, that folded Living Tribunal, so you could just, I'm not sure about that still, but if you want to say that the Beyonders' power levels are variable or something like that, because of whatever reasons, then that might be an explanation. Right here, the verbatim evidence that the Beyonders are creations of the Celestials. And they are the ultimate failsafe in case of another celestial war, which sort of implies to me that if a celestial war happens, we can expect in the 8th iteration of the cosmos, we can expect to see the Beyonders return. So this is clear evidence that they are beyond the outside, because he's literally saying outside all that is known and beyond it. The realm of the Beyonders, which is beyond all 8 iterations of eternity, which is anywhere from, well, this means that they're probably beyond the far shore, because the far shore is described as beyond life and death, etc., etc. So you could argue they're beyond the far shore. I think that's where they are. Bare minimum, they're beyond the outside. They've transcended the location beyond eternity. Or they've transcended a location that encapsulates eternity, I should say. Yada yada yada. Basically, they're talking to the Beyonders, who are currently coded in matter forms, or clogged in matter, as the Beyonder pre-retcon original that we know says. Beyonder basically went mad from being introduced to the multiverse, which he literally calls a microcosm. and he can remove individuals from the continuity. So to summarize, the Beyonder viewed the multi-eternity, who should be infinite layers into high outer reversal, which I would explain here, but that literally deserves its own cosmology video. But who should be anywhere from infinite layers into high outer reversal to possibly beyond even that. And he views that as a microcosm. And then he also can remove characters from the continuity. So he has continuity abilities or manipulation. Not the one above all sort of thing, but he can manipulate stuff like that. Beyond this, their realm, or part of their realm, is described as the engine room of creation. The Beyonders are talking about the Enigma Force. Right here, and it sort of sounds to me like they either made the Enigma Force or can manipulate the Enigma Force. But I think that it's more so saying that they are observing the Enigma Force and they think it's an ability to contain the threat, but it won't like permanently stop this threat. But yeah, that which means that leaves two options. So for the cosmic being null is either A, null is beneath the Enigma Force. But either A, null scales to an Enigma Force that the Beyonders created and scale above, or B, the Beyonders are using the Enigma Force because it's beyond their own power, and null was beaten by something beyond the power of the Beyonders. So it's really iffy, but I'd have to say that null is beneath the power level of the Beyonders, at least until I reread all the stuff related to null, because I do think he's stronger than Chaos King, and I do think, well, actually, correction, I know that he's related to the one below all and might be the first avatar of him, but that's a different thing. But null is quite powerful in his own right. I'll show you. Right here, another Defenders thing. Basically, the all death slash the one below all, and then Lifebringer 1 fought that dragon slash the one below all. He's literally called the anti-all in this. They were in a realm where magic, science, all that stuff has no natural power, or has no power. But in essence, that's sort of the stuff scaling behind null, and the one below all. But, yeah. Let's get back to the main Defenders Beyond issue. Well, which is a Cosmology rerun. Oh, I should note that the, Eternity Masks helps helps you amp to the level of, an agent or aspect of the one below all. And up to the level of Lifebringer 1. But yeah, that's basically some of the past stuff, or that's basically the Defenders issues stuff leading up to this. Anyways, basically the Beyonders are linear, and they can't risk drawing attention to a non-linear attack, which can attack from directions temporally or however beyond them. Didn't really make sense to me, the whole linear thing. I'm guessing that this is in reference to literal narrative or continuity. But yeah. And then they power their engines via higher realms of existence, which means there are higher realms of existence than the Beyonders plural realm, and this sort of implies to me that it's multiple different realms. With that, it's important because this leads into this. The Eternity Mass can amp you up to the level of Beyonder. The Beyonder, whilst in the Beyond realm, got punched through multiple levels of reality or multiple planes of reality. Take this as you will, considering the fact that they're beyond multi-eternity, which implies he might have been punched through multiple iterations of realities that are greater in size than multi-eternity. But yeah. There's also the fact that the Beyonders can be trapped into narratives, or the laws of narratives can be applied onto the Beyonders. And then Blue Marvel straight up just one-shot one of the Beyonders. He's made of antimatter, which is why he doesn't need the mask, and why he is able to fight the Beyonders in their matter forms. I'm confused as to why they don't turn into something that's, I don't know, infinite, like they literally said they are. But I'm guessing it's due to the fact that these matter forms have a portion of their power, and that might affect their power, or it's due to the fact, well, there's also this idea that maybe antimatter exists in a realm, or like true antimatter exists in a state beyond all these different guys. Sort of like DC, how the antimatter universe isn't really a universe, and cosmologically antimatter is like one of the three things used to create creations. Something similar but bigger might be happening in Marvel. I'm not saying Marvel's cosmology is bigger, but it looks like it might be bigger, or antimatter has more of an active effect slash power slash form of relevancy. Taya is literally talking about leaping into the Phoenix now, and is literally taunting Death to follow them. She might be referring to literal Death, but anyways, here, Taya becomes the Phoenix. This is the literal White Hot Room. This isn't like a projection realm or anything of the nature similar. This is the literal White Hot Room and the actual Phoenix. Literally, it says, "I am not the Phoenix. I am the room where the Phoenix is made." Meaning, Taya might not only be powered by. Taya's not being powered by the Phoenix. She's being powered by the literal White Hot Room, and multiple Phoenixes are running around. But I'll show you where the multiple Phoenixes part comes in. This is Tiger stuff. It'll get relevant later. Voila. America Chavez. So that's one aspect. As you can just read the scan there. Basically, the Phoenix is offering its power, or a Phoenix is offering its power. It's weird to say a Phoenix because this is a Phoenix at the level of the true Phoenix that we've seen in the White Hot Room, but it's complicated. I'd like to make a note that Jean Grey with the Phoenix can literally transcend the White Hot Room, so any of her feats probably blatantly just outscale or her feats in the White Hot Room blatantly outscale what these guys are doing. Even though they have multiple Phoenixes running around that are at the level of the ones we've seen throughout all of creation, minus the White Hart Room. Yeah. So, this is a level that even Beyonder says I'm outclassed. He literally, by his own admission, says he would have never come here. And he's literally omnipotent by his own, like, speaking technically. And against the pure Phoenix Force and inside the White Hat Room, he's basically way outclassed. So there's multiple levels where he's outclassed. First off, we have the fact that he can be affected by narratives. Second off, there's the engine rooms that power the Beyonder's realm. But he doesn't seem to be so scared about those. He's sort of casual about it. But he seems very scared or concerned, somber, in terms of the Phoenix situation, which implies the narrative laws can beat Beyonder, so that's above him. Narrative is above him. Then there's the fact that these engine rooms are above that, or outside of that. Then there's the pure Phoenix Force, and then there's the White Hot Room. So, like, if you were paying attention, you know how many layers that is, but that's wild. And the Phoenix is about to try to get rid of Loki because it's sort of an aberration temporally. There is the Abyss, which is beyond that. And literally, right here, Adam Brashear literally uses his antimatter to fight against the Phoenix. Mind you, this isn't a Phoenix, this is the Phoenix. There's multiple Phoenixes running around, yes. Well, really all 2 Phoenixes. But this is literally the Phoenix that tried to burn him, and he came back. Meaning Adam Brashear, first off, Adam Brashear, composite, now Soul is your favorite verse, but second off, antimatter, in Marvel, scales above your favorite verse too. Literally, Beyonder gets called Infinite Man, and he's still viewed as meaningless to Phoenix's power. So the Beyonder's been described as both omnipotent and infinite, but still beneath the Phoenix, meaning the Phoenix is probably above the concept of, like, infinity, absolute infinity, and then it's above the concept, and then it might just be beyond omnipotence or some wacky stuff like that. That's up to you to decide. If you want to get technical with the definition of omnipotence or something like that, you might very well be able to argue that. Like I told you, the other Phoenix, and the Phoenix has been sort of split into these multiple different realms too. Her focus is on some other aspect of this place, but it's like all the same location, which sort of implies omnipresence out in the White Hot Room. Tigra literally, it's about to go to the Tiger God, which basically is the same Tiger God that Black Panther used against Logos, which is literally the living tribunal level entity that was serving the first firmament. So she went into the dark. This is not called the Abyss because she can come back from there. I'll show you what I mean by that later on. Boom, boom. This is the Abyss. The Beyonder can't cancel out the gravity of the Abyss, and even with the power of the Tiger God, or even after that, they're still gonna be falling, which implies that beyond the White Hot Room, there's 2 things: the darkness and then the Abyss. The darkness is directly outside, but maybe on the same level of existence. But the Abyss, i.e. the place of nevers, I believe, because it's literally called the Kingdom of Nevers. The Kingdom of Never, is beyond that, as you can't return or can't stay in the White Heart Room once you get killed. But yeah, with that, this sort of just comes down to the summary. To leaves, like I said, the conclusion. It's pretty simple. Well, Blue Marvel is basically now the most OP superhero in Marvel, or at least a contender for the most OP. Same goes for Tigra. Phoenix is beyond little characters who are, by their own description, infinite and omnipotent. And the one below all scales above literally all of this. The true one below all scales literally above all of this. The Beyonders are at least, I don't know. How about infinitely above a character who is anywhere from infinite layers, or not infinite, countless layers into high universal, to arguably what the phrase extraversal or boundless. Those types of tiers would be used to describe full eternity. The Beyonders are above that, and then there's the engine rooms that power, or the realms that power their realm. Then there's the Phoenix. Then there's the darkness that's beyond the Phoenix, which the Phoenix in and of itself is encapsulated by the White Heart Room, which is infinitely larger than it, which is, so the darkness has to be infinitely larger than the Phoenix Force. And then there's the Abyss, which is conceptually beyond that, because you literally can't get out of the Abyss. The Beyonder tried to, but he couldn't, whereas Tiger was able to exit the darkness. Not only is Tiger less powerful, was less powerful when she was going to get the Tiger God, Tigra is also, let's see, Tigra also didn't actually have any powers related to canceling out or anything like that, meaning she was able to do this pretty casually, whereas the Beyonder actually tried to escape a realm, or just not fall into a realm, and then fell in, and then he couldn't escape, otherwise he would have, because he didn't want to go to the White Heart Room in the first place. Yet alone somewhere like the Kingdom of Never, which we're not even sure he knows of its existence. But overall, the Kingdom of Never, Place of Never, Never Queen, cosmologically, where Glorian's at, as it showed at the end of the Defenders Beyond 3, should be multiple conceptual levels above characters and beings who in and of themselves are anywhere from countless layers into high outerversal to extraversal. So yeah, that's been a great talk. Next time you want to talk about OP black characters, just bring up Blue Marvel. He will be getting a video in February. And yeah, have a great day, guys. This is sort of my Halloween special to you, since I've kind of been busy and don't know if I'll be able to upload Halloween. Peace.